The Mexicans are food.
Are we already recording? Let's do this. This has to be on there. This is the intro. Let's do it.
All right, I'm back at it. Here we are.
Let's go.
Cool. Check. Share. All right, I see it. Coming at you live. What's he saying? don't want to hear it. It's not sexy at all.
I think he just pulled up.
Look at that. There we go.
What up?
Hey, what's up?
Yeah, right here, cuz.
Long time no see, bro. Man.
I'm glad I know everybody.
Yeah, for sure.
Appreciate y'all for waiting on me.
Yeah, no doubt, bro. It's really thank him. Bet. Yo, it's 22. I'm here with PR. I'm here with JReaLa. And okay, that's what. All right, I'm here with Khali'l as well. We just wanted to come together and kind of chop it up about music. You know, such a beautiful thing, and really just what all we got going on musically currently. How what we got coming musically, and chop it up just a little about the Huntsville scene in general. So, yeah, let's get started, man.
They do it.
All right, bet. Well, first of all, thank y'all for coming, man. Good to see everybody here, and like you said, JReaLa, I'm glad I know everybody as well. what's everybody got going on currently, right now, musically? I'll start with you, PR.
Start with JReaLa.
Okay, let's start with JReaLa. Let's start with JReaLa. I felt that energetically.
Bro.
I felt that
What's been going on
energetically.
with you?
Man, so that's what's up though. Pretty much like for the ones that know me, I go by JReaLa, and if you don't, I go by JReaLa. You know, and so
Word.
I'm in the process of rebranding myself, and so start of 2026, I'm really gonna go crazy with it. And it's weird because I've been saying stuff for a minute, and it's like I just been feeling the energy, and it was like not yet, not yet, not yet.
Right.
But I've been feeling something opposite now, and it's saying it's now. So I'm kind of like when I was on the way here from leaving from work, kind of like I had to freshen up. So while I was freshening up, I was seeing something talking about like black artists that are not scared to go into other genres, and they use the word take over, but like just be themselves. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so one reason I always call myself a late bloomer, and I was kind of like a little upset about it, but album I'm gonna come out with soon is gonna be called Perfect Timing. So it doesn't matter about the timing because like 5 years ago I was talking about doing rock music. And I was like, I was coming from the streets though. So I was like, I'm still gonna dress with my like hood swag and all that stuff, but I'm gonna be doing rock music. And they're gonna be like, hold on, what's going on here?
Take them off guard a little bit.
I'm seeing all the ideas, and even like the rap singing, like I'm 36, you feel me? So like I was doing kind of like that melodic type of style before. And so now everybody's doing it. But the homies back in the day was like, bro, you always wanna sing, you wanna do this. So now just let me know when I step, I'm ahead of the curve, you feel me?
Right.
So, but I'm gonna put my own style out there, and it's gonna be like a rap, rock, mix of all that type of stuff. But it's just all the energies and stuff I have in me. In 2026, I'm gonna drop, and the new ReaLa gonna be out. The real version of me, because my brain is being real to yourself, and I was catering to others. So now I'm catering to myself.
That makes sense with you, because be honest with you, listening to your music, I already see the hints of that, like in the signs of that, like, you know, and stuff like that. So I'm looking forward to hearing I don't know exactly what you're saying you about to put out like that or whatnot, because honestly, I just don't think we have enough. I personally don't think in this scene exactly we don't have enough black people to do rock music.
True.
So I think that'll be dope to see.
Yeah.
You know, especially
Yeah,
someone
I
coming
love
from
rock,
like the
yeah.
streets as well, like,
True.
and be able to have that perspective as well. Because sometimes when you come from the streets, you feel like all you can do is like rap music.
Yeah.
So it'd be cool to like, you know, see you branch out like that or whatnot. What about you, PR?
Man, I like everything you just said, man.
Hey, that's what's up.
I love that, dude. Glad to hear that, man. You know, I too, man, am resurfacing, coming out the shadows as a rock star myself, man. Yeah, obviously, I'm still on my sound engineering production, you know, doing that. But you know, this is really unfinished business for me because the plan was never to be a producer, never to be an engineer. That was not part of the plan. I had gotten the equipment because I had tried starting a band multiple times, but man, I'm serious about it. You know, it's like I'm focused, and it's hard to find bandmates who are on that same level and that same tip, like trying to the same goal. And so I got the equipment. You know, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna get the equipment. I'm gonna get the little software to make beats, but I'm gonna like just make the guitar parts and drum sounds just to kind of show the people I'm gonna hire, or whoever I need to send it off to play the parts, send it back, and at least I can put the content out until I can find a band. It didn't take but 2 weeks maybe for my best friend to he was my neighbor at the time, and he raps. Lucas Breeze, shout out Lucas Breeze.
Shout out Lucas
It's
Breeze.
your birthday today too.
Happy birthday, Lucas Breeze, man. He's dope.
Yeah, man. And it was funny. He, you know, my rap knowledge only went as far as Linkin Park. You know, I was like, I didn't know much about it, and
Really?
yeah,
This is when?
2009, man.
Nice. Okay. Cool.
2009, yeah. So he comes over and I hand him a pen and pad. And I was like, make a verse. And he looked at me, he's like, all right. And really, it was me not knowing what the heck, like the process or what to do. And to him, he took it as a challenge, you know, but really it was just me being like, oh, you know, here you go. And he rapped, and then shortly, like, it didn't take long for us to click. And he's like, hey, you should look into doing beats and producing more. And
I'm tripping. So that's how that magic got started.
yeah,
Yeah, that's wild. That's wild to hear.
For a little minute. Like, and that is great.
Yeah.
This is the first time I'm hearing that story.
No, yeah, me too.
Yeah, man. So, and it's history since then. 2 years later, I'm working professionally and doing this stuff. And I'm like, okay, you know, I can't say no to money. You know, this is like, you know, it's still music.
Right, exactly.
But that unfinished business. Like the whole point of me doing this was to be into punk rock music, and it started last year. I started, I released an EP, and it was more of like test the waters, and I got good
Yeah,
response.
you definitely tested the waters. That was hard.
Man,
Yeah, I was feeling all those tracks for sure.
oh yeah, appreciate that.
Yeah,
Man.
no doubt, man.
And so I just released a song. Uh, it was like last Tuesday, called Shadows, and that's featuring Breeze, which was insane. Like never in my life would I think, wait, Breeze wants to be on my song?
Right, right.
Like, and that, so that was an honor to have him on there, and he killed it as usual. And I have a song releasing December 9th now, called All or Nothing, and that's going to be it's very skater punk, and man, I'm enjoying, like you said, man, as a producer, as an engineer, I'm so focused on other people's crafts, and I love it. Don't get me wrong, I love it. I love to see people's music come to life. It's a challenge for me to like, how can I make this the dopest it can be? But it's my time too, man. It's unfinished business. It's like, yeah, I feel you on that, man. Like it's time for me to to finish that business, man, and really just like remind myself um, why I do music in the first place.
Real talk, real talk. No, I like that answer, and I'm with you, JReaLa. It was just wild hearing that for the first time because I've been watching you and Lucas so long do your thing. So that's just dope to hear that or whatnot. Yeah, for real.
It's kind of wild because we like low key on the same tip,
Right.
like trip. I mean, because like I started doing like recording people and shooting videos, and I got really good at the videos. And then I kind of even started doing the clubs, and then I wasn't doing none of my own music. And then so once everything broke down, I was like, okay, I started getting back to myself. I'm still getting calls and stuff, and I'm like, money, I want to do it and this and that, but I was like, I know me. If I give a little focus or a little energy here, then all my energy goes there. So I'm like, until I get my stuff going how I need it, I can't really give no energy to nothing else right now.
Yeah, I recorded a podcast for these millionaires, or yeah, well, it was one millionaire specific, but he would obviously interview other millionaires, and it was straight about business talk. And I, to me, like sitting there pressing the record button, it was kind of boring, like just hearing them talk about business. But as you edit, and you know about the editing, you've got to play it over and over and listen for the wrong breath or this, that. But as I was editing, I started listening really to what they were saying, and I took in a lot of information. A lot of it was very valuable to me. But one of them was what you're saying is there such thing as multitasking? And no, there isn't. It's like, you can either put a certain percentage into one thing, but then you lose that full focus of something else. You can't really split your time.
That's good to hear.
And yeah, and I mean, I think we're at a level to where we could manage it. I mean, like I said, we got to make money, but I mean, I'm the same way. Once I hyper focus, I obsess. Like it's it's bad. It's actually real bad.
But I think that is what makes y'all like so good at what y'all do. Like even like when y'all do give that like attention to like engineering or shooting a video or anything, you can tell that you are definitely, there's not a piece of your focus that's going there. It's like that's you, all your energy is going to that. So I definitely feel what you're saying. It's like a gift and a curse.
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. So I definitely understand that. What about you?
So, but I'm used to being on the other side and curating the events and like seeing you guys. That's what I started feeling like 22 about, like watching. I remember seeing you at the camp all the time. That's when I first like saw your face. I remember seeing you at like Freestyle Friday.
Yeah, right. Yeah, for sure. I'll be there.
Yep.
But I've been doing curating with and I've been in a different spot when it comes to like the team and stuff like that.
You've been with them for like since the beginning too, right?
Almost.
Yeah, it's like right there.
See, I came in like year 2.
Okay.
With CC and stuff like that. Like I said, I like using like the silent shadow in the back.
Right.
CC comes up with the ideas and stuff like that, and I've been like, all right, so what do we need to do to like finish the idea? Just let me know, and I go do it.
Nice.
I go run around with my chief.
Word, yeah. Because I've just noticed you are, even though you are the shadow, you are always there.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
But a lot of people don't know that I do perform sometimes. I'm a theater kid. I graduated from A&M in like music and stuff like that. So I'm actually like really intrigued into like the jazz scene and stuff like that.
Okay.
Like just being able to note and like survive sessions and stuff like that. And I've actually been getting pushed. Shout out to Paper, Fuego, CC, Alicia, everybody. They've been pushing me out on the mic. So that's why I did perform at like the last
I seen that. I seen that. Shout out to you. Yeah, it was dope. It was a dope fight. You performed with who again?
I performed Sound on the Hill. We did the showcase at the Atlanta Amphitheater.
Yeah.
It was Summer Love, Summer Madness, and I did a cover of Speechless by Beyonce.
Okay.
And Aria and Queen Kiana, they did my background.
Nice. That's what it was.
So
Okay. Yeah, because I remember seeing you on stage with them.
So they can push me to be on the mic and stuff, and that has been very different. But I've also missed theater because I did stuff like theater Huntsville and stuff like that after I graduated. And so I've just been missing being a full creative. And I've been stuck behind the scenes so much, which has been on purpose. That I finally been like, oh, I'm ready to like kind of how like you were saying like I gotta get back to what I wanted in the first place.
Right, yeah,
But
remind
it's
yourself.
been like
Yeah.
help you like getting back to that and still curating the events at the same time. But it's been I've been having fun. I'm just living for the most part.
Nice. That's what's up. I mean, it's just important to work. I mean, it's just important to live as to work because, like, the living as an artist, your life is what inspires the work. So, I mean, people don't realize that. So, I think it's like synonymous for all of us right now that we like this podcast. The reason I wanted to do it is to show what we're like almost a foreshadowing of what is to come because I feel like and it naturally lined up for where you came and I'm glad y'all got to be here for this because I was supposed to have someone else but like it seems like energetically like we're all on kind of the same thing of like emerging from the shadows like you said and like kind of I'm in that same bracket because I've been kind of dormant. You haven't seen me on the scene as much lately as well and I haven't performed as much this year because I've just kind of like took a step back, not as from a step back from music, but like a step back from for like you said, JReaLa, like kind of rebranding myself and figuring out, okay, like when I step on the scene, I don't want to like halfway do it. When I come out, I want to, make sure it's all the way, putting my energy into what I want to do. So I don't know. I just think that that's cool that we're all on the same thing like that or whatnot. And that's what this podcast is. Like I want people to tune in and to see, that we're, emerging from the shadows so they can tune into it. And then as that rebrand takes place, everybody can tune in to what they fuck with and support, directly in house because that's what it's about. Finding somebody you fuck with and then actually supporting them as an artist so they can keep doing that shit. So yeah, I like that. And as for me, like I've been just dropping singles like this year. Like I said, I haven't performed as much, but I've still been doing music consistently, putting out shit. I just dropped my last song last Friday, Love's Real. I got another one coming out this Friday. It's called Bounce Back. And I have a project dropping at the beginning of next year called Abracadabra. So yeah. But yeah, I appreciate that. But yeah, just staying consistent with the singles right now while I'm on here, trying to stay consistent with the content as well, and just rebranding myself how I want to so people can tune into that music to see, that like it first of all it ain't never stopped, even if it's took like a second where any of us where it's like been a second we've been there. Nobody stopped doing music, and on top of that it's all needed like as like you're saying like to live that life so we can be able to continue as artists and put that full thing into it and like handle that unfinished business. So yeah, I just like where everybody is with it or whatnot. What's some more stuff that you have coming specifically, JReaLa?
All right, so it's perfect that you said like abracadabra because on part of my album that I'm gonna work with coming out on it's gonna be called Perfect Timing or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
One of the songs is called Give Me the Mic, and on that song it's like talking about give me the mic and I'm gonna do magic and stuff. So I'm like speaking things into existence.
Okay, manifestation.
Yeah, because I really learned that all the stuff that I talked about, if it didn't happen already to some extent, even if I exaggerated something, that exaggeration came true. You feel me? But that's when I was younger and I was more like catering to the folks around me. And so I was like, yo, everything I'm talking about is not good stuff though. That's always happening. So I was like, well, what if I do the inverse or the opposite? let me speak about some good stuff in my music.
Right, because I'm saying the other stuff and it's happening.
And
so let me try this stuff.
So
100.
on that one, on that song, "Give Me the Mic," it was like everything I'm putting energy into the world. You know what I'm saying? So then once I actually upload it, that energy's gonna go even further. You feel me? And on the second part, it was like a breakdown. And it was like abracadabra, reward room. I started saying that, and I was like, dang, he got a song called.
We on the same link. We on the same wavelength.
Yeah. So that's gonna be one of them. And another song on there is called "Get Back." It's weird. The letters came out to be LGBT myself. Let me get back to myself.
Okay.
You feel me? And so like I'm on this podcast, so I'm gonna say it. So like growing up, it was weird because like we had a stigma about people that were like males that just had a different preference on sexual orientation or whatever.
Right.
And I was like, when I went to Atlanta, it was the folks that was in the other community that helped me out. I actually stayed with the homie. He showed me everything. And he ain't never tried. He respected me for who I was and never tried nothing crazy. So I was like, it's just an understanding. When you don't know something, you just judge it from a distance. But when you get closer, you look at it different.
Exactly.
So like speaking something to existence, I said, man, the gay community gonna put me on. I don't care. I was like, it's weird, but it's gonna happen. Like I see it happening. Out of like when you just speaking like a little kid and you just saying stuff and you're like, hold on, that kid knows something. Like I still had that childlike spirit energy inside of me, and I don't want to like distort it any kind of way. So sometimes I'll just say some stuff that'll just come out. I'm like, hold on, what did I just say? And then I see it coming true. You feel me? So it's like it's weird, but that song is called "Let Me Get Back to Myself," and so that one is like it's weird because everybody over here is talking about "Let me get back to myself" type.
Nice, yeah.
So those two singles, I just look at everything like a sign. You feel me? And so like boom, to start the year off, them songs are gonna be the ones that's like I listen to it for a little minute because they've been out in my world already.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
You bumping them every day in the car.
Put it out to everybody else and be like, boom, let's run with it. You feel me?
Nice, that's what's up.
Yeah.
So those are some of the first singles off the project that you're gonna drop at the beginning of next year.
Yeah.
Nice, and you got like a certain.
I'm gonna really be like, I'm kind of sporadic, but that's the project that I want to put out. That's gonna be it's gonna be called Perfect Timing because it's like my time is God's time. It's like it's the universe timing. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna be putting a whole bunch of other singles to test the market to see how to just test how the market go. You feel me? Cause I've been watching videos and doing all kind of stuff, but it's different than way before. You know what I'm saying?
Way different.
You can really be at home and really not. You don't even have to perform no more. You know what I'm saying? For real and stuff, and you can still make money and stuff. But like I like to perform. Give me the mic. You feel me? Like I'm gonna get on stage. I got too much energy to hold back. You feel me? So like yeah, but those are gonna be the two singles that I really start pushing. But whatever the world, my fans that I end up finding in the
that's
market.
That's with the most.
Yeah.
That's what you're gonna
those
go
the ones
with.
I like, and I'm learning like I gotta cater to them. You feel me?
No, that's real. That's real. Yeah, fine.
Right.
I remember me and you talked about that like a while ago about like how you realize like this like supports hip hop. And I appreciate you for like actually saying that and like putting that out there because like I talk to like my friends all the time. Like, most of his friends are like straight men. The guys that sound on the hill, they create a great space for me, and I tell them all the time. Like they make sure I ain't never got to worry about nothing. They always make sure wherever I go, I can be myself.
Right.
In spaces that we are and stuff like that. But I tell my friends all the time because like me, I love like major red dancing, so I'll be on TikTok. I'm on TikTok, I'm throwing 8 counts. But can I tell y'all, most gay men love throwing 8 counts to trap music, like beats on those stuff like that. That's right, just so groovy and stuff like that. And that's why I be telling people a lot of times like it really don't make sense to be like unnecessarily homophobic when it comes to like stuff like that because you're missing out on that.
That too, for real, like yeah.
That's real. And you're missing out on just like for real. Like I mean, the reason that I personally make music is to like so people can catch the vibe that I'm on. You know, spread the message out or whatnot. And I ain't trying to spread it out or be biased and be like, only these people get my. You know, like no, it's for everybody. It's for everybody. So like, yeah, I'm on the same type of vibe, man. You know, just it's all about and. Yeah, I feel what you're saying as well. Like sometimes as growing up, like you have a bias of like looking at something like this, but then like I have so many gay friends, and then like being around them and hanging out and stuff like that, and just realizing like, bro, like these niggas are just they niggas just like me, like man, and just like realizing that too, like to just spread the music out and do it for everybody, man, because like and you really need like. Everybody really needs music, like, you know, especially right now. So, yeah, exactly. So, I just like that take of it, and I'm on that same path, man, you know, like.
I know real quick, it's like, I had this song, it was called Drug Abuse.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and so, like, I'm like, really all we doing is judging on what we think is right and wrong. That's really all we doing when it comes down to it. It's low like emotional intelligence or something. I don't know what words
It's low. It's low vibration.
Yeah, low vibration. But I was saying something like, okay, yeah, I'm very blunt with my words, so I don't be. I'm scared to really talk how I want to talk because I don't want the community. Hey, shut this nigga down, goddamn.
We don't want to get you canceled,
You know what I'm
JReaLa.
saying?
We don't want to get you we don't want to get the podcast canceled.
But I'm not gonna say it's nothing crazy. But like, I'm scared to say the word gay because like growing up before, like there was. I'll just tell this story. There was this girl that stayed around me, right, and she gave my number to some gay dudes. You feel me? And they kept calling and hanging up at like 3:00 and stuff. And I was like, yo, you gave my number to them gay dudes? And then they got mad and was like, wanted to fight over. And I was like, I didn't know what else to call you. You feel me? Like,
I wasn't trying to be homophobic.
Like,
I was just calling it what I see.
You feel me? But like with that being said, so like I said in the song, I was like, okay, yeah, you got the gay folks doing whatever they're doing, but y'all killing people. You know what I'm saying? So what's worse? You feel me? They doing what they doing in they bedroom, whatever. That's in their bed. So now you in their bed. So are you gay too? Worrying about what they doing with they dicks? You feel me?
Talk. Worrying about what another man's doing.
Killing folks and ending folks' life. So we can't really judge nobody on anything. We can have our preference. And you can have your world and keep your world over here. You know what I'm saying? But then he has his world too. So if we happen to come intertwine and something like that, then we just have to respect it and know what it is. You feel me? So,
and that's the way it's supposed to be, is intertwined and respecting it instead of that, like, you know, that biased nature or whatnot. So yeah, man. At my shows in the future, I hope to see a little bit of everybody, man. That's just the way that I put it. I ain't hoping to see one of anybody. What about you, PR? What are some things like you are just about to do, like that you have coming? I know you said you got that new song dropping. We're all looking forward to hearing that. But other than that, like the beginning of the year, some stuff that you have coming.
All right. So back to the punk rock. I'm back on that train, trying to find that band, you know, because like you, and I'm trying. Give me the mic, man. I'm trying to perform, you know.
Thanks.
Yeah, and I'm ready for it. Like the goal is to do a regional tour. I've got a little bit of connection to where I think I could find my way around from Atlanta to Chicago, and all I need is a band and
one mic
and one, well, maybe just.
I'm sorry, I had to quote Nas. I had to quote Nas, man. I had to quote Nas.
So actually, on the road here, I had spoken to a guitarist, and so now I've got 2 guitarists on the lineup. I'm looking for a drummer, and you know, you can't be a rock star, or you can't be doing rock music and playing, you know, singing to a backing track. You know, like yeah. Put me off.
Nice. And anybody else watching this, you're looking for a drummer.
Yeah. And so starting as soon as that's all locked in, yeah, I'm gonna hit up the camp. I'm gonna hit up all these venues, promoters that I can, let them know I'm out there and I'm gonna be performing.
Nice. That'll be nice, man.
And all leading up to. I need to talk to Adam some more about it, but Phantom Fest 2026.
Really?
Yeah.
We love to, you know, you can't just play like that, PR.
I feel like I need to have a few more conversations, but if one more motherfucker asked me when the next Phantom Fest is, then and actually that one more motherfucker did. I was like, fine, I'm gonna do it. All right. It'll be a music month, so September 2026 is when it'll be going down, and I need that time to get things ready because
it's a big ass fucking fest. It's not called Phantom Fest for no reason. That motherfucker is jumping, bro.
Yeah.
I've been to both of them, so I know.
Oh yeah,
man, that's the shit. I'm looking forward to that. That's what's up. Well, y'all heard it here live, so let's all hold them to that.
Hey, for real.
Yeah.
Facts.
Real talk. Real talk.
Yeah, if I don't blow my brains out before.
Golly,
I'm not saying it's a bad thing, guys. I love that y'all love it. I love that everyone loved it. But there was that period of time where I had to do some self-reflection.
Right.
And I was overwhelmed, and I needed to focus on what do I want to do? Because I'm not a promoter. I don't put on shows for a living. But those things kind of made themselves. Like Phantom Fest was just the original was just an album release party.
Really?
Yeah.
The first Phantom Fest.
Yeah, that's all it was supposed to be.
Oh, I didn't know it was good. Yeah. I didn't know that either.
Yeah, and so it fucking took off, and so I felt like there was an obligation to fulfill that. And for some reason, there was something in my gut that told me, don't do that third one consecutively. There was just something in me that told me it wasn't going to pop off. Like
I was curious of why you didn't do it.
And yeah, and so call it call it part of that. I wouldn't say it was a negative time. It was a moment where I self-reflected and was like, okay, I'm doing a lot of, I'm partying too much. I'm not focusing in on my craft like I should. And so after, like I told you, like earlier we were speaking, how was your year going? Like my year started out rough, but as of August this past year, man, it just, the switch happened. It didn't go from like, oh, things are getting better. It went from like, oh shit, like, oh, let's fucking do this. Like, it's time, and the energy was there, the momentum, the creativity, everything came
Right.
back
It
and
all
showed
lined
up.
up.
Yeah. And and it was funny because Adam had, at the camp had brought it up to my attention. He's like, so Phantom Fest next year?
Nice. Okay. Cool.
And I
That's what's
said,
up. You know it's real when the person whose venue it is says something.
yeah, yeah.
Right.
So I said, let's do it. Let's do it. So it was really just that small conversation, but me and Adam are so cool. Like, I already know that that's, locked. So it's
Right.
like, I can confidently say that, yeah, it's going down.
That's what's up. Phantom Fest 2026.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, that was a big announcement.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what's up. As for me, man, like I said, I'm gonna have a new project I'm working on right now, come out next year, Abracadabra. And just really it'll be my first project that'll be out on all platforms that you'll actually be able to stream. And then after that, I will still be dropping stuff consistently on all platforms, but at the same time, the projects that I drop from there on out will be on my own website, so people can just like tune into my Instagram, which is I am the real 22. That's pretty much everywhere on everything, and you'll be able to just shop with me directly. Because as everybody sees, we're talking about the Huntsville music scene, but if you tune into like what's going on in general with the music industry, a lot of people are saying like, they're saying the music industry's dead because of how much you don't get paid off streams and just of different things along with that. So I think we all know that the move is to be independent and to like have that grind, especially as a up and coming artist. So just like I'm at the forefront of being able to like do those proper things to be able, so everybody's able to shop with me merch wise on my stuff and just, tune into the music that I'm putting out and, just more content and like, telling what I'm about and displaying the personality more. Cause sometimes I'll be just like putting out music and like hiding behind the music and not really letting people know who I am or whatnot and just be putting it out and like, just like, that's why I'm on this podcast now, just displaying the personality more, showing what we about. And, on that note, if you had to like sum up what your music is about and who you're like, what you're going for, your message, what would you say your message is and what you make music for, JReaLa?
My message is like starting off is like being real to who you are, to yourself. Because I never really been a follower, and I was always like, if I jump on the trend, it's already a new trend starting. You feel me? Like by the time I jump on it, because I'm like studying, learning, seeing how it's affecting people. Because like things really affect us mentally and spiritually, and folks don't realize it.
Oh yeah, they don't realize it. They don't realize like people be acting crazy as hell when the full moon's out, and then they just don't. I'm like, it's a full moon tonight.
Y'all been talking about it for so long,
right?
But it's like when I think about when you said the full moon, like it affects the tide and everything.
Yeah, and we're 80% water.
Said enough.
Come on, like come on, bro. Thank you.
Obvious if they don't teach us how to think too, though. But if you learn how to think, then you'll learn how to think outside the box, and then you'll start going in a world that's like you'll see how big the world really is. You know what I'm saying? But like my thing is about being real to yourself because we're all limiting ourselves. You know what I'm saying? But we're putting in this little barrel and we only see one way out, and it's like, hey, I gotta be just like Lil Baby to make it. You know what I'm saying? So let me get a gun and start killing and shooting and doing this. Like let me be a young boy and this and that. But some of them folks on top, whatever they doing it, maybe because they like being told this shit, but a lot of them people really is just like that. You feel me?
Right.
And so it's like, that's them.
They not trying to be like
Let
that.
them be that.
Yeah,
you feel me? Like,
they
came from somewhere and then whoever was seeing people like, let me put him on. But put yourself on, you feel me? So just be yourself, and then when you're unique and you really got a gift and a talent, then it will shine no matter what. You feel me?
That's real.
And you'll get on. So my music is really just reflecting about what I went through. Growing up, I was around a whole bunch of street folks, all of them locked up, deported, some shot and stuff. None of them dead. You feel me? Like the ones in my circle, I think I've been blessed by God.
Yeah, amen to that. Amen to that.
The ones right outside of it is a different story, but the ones in my circle, we all been blessed. So, you know what I'm saying? But like, it's just talking about being true to who you are and yourself and then just putting your music out. Cause like all I did was like play sports, fuck with hoes. I mean, not hoes, but girls. You know,
I know what you mean.
I
Hey,
call them hoes
hey,
now
hey, we know.
look,
Don't come for us later.
You know, yeah. Just like how y'all women sometimes, I'm talking about certain select few, how y'all get scarred, y'all put every man in the same boat. Well, shit, like, you know what I'm saying? Men get scarred too. And so I just say hoes, so hit dog gonna holler. So if you're a hoe, you gonna holler.
Yeah, we know which
You
one.
know what I'm saying?
The ones who he's talking about know which one, and the other ones know too. You know, so
But they'll know what I'm talking about when they listen to the music, and they'll know if that's them or not.
that's real. That's real. That's real. Hey, man, we need both. We need both out here. It's a balance.
Yeah.
It's a balance. You know, you got to know what's not good so you know what is good.
Yeah, you can't respect good without bad, because then it's like, okay, I know what I got.
Exactly, yeah.
So
You know,
if we ain't had no hoes, I'll be like, man, I got a good woman. You
Right,
feel me?
right,
Like,
exactly.
I know I'm keeping them on shit.
no, that's real. That's real. I feel that. No Batman without Joker. I understand that. Yeah, all the way.
You need an antagonist.
No, that's real. What about you? What would you say your music is you know, about, and your message in general, PR?
Oh man.
Because I know you making music about a lot of different things, but like,
Yeah.
I guess like to vaguely put it, like, you know, like what you're going for, like, you know, all around, like who you trying to, like, you know, connect with, and like what's the, if there is an ultimate message, what is it?
Man, I don't know if I have a message.
No, that's real, bro. That's real. Not everybody have it. Does, because the music speaks for itself as well.
Well, I mean, my music is an expression of myself. I do this for me. I do it because I love music. And if you enjoy it and it touches you in the way that, then I'm happy. You know, but I wake up every morning, and it's like it almost feels like I don't have a choice. Music just is. I have people that come into the studio and, like, you know, you were saying, they want to be the next little baby, or you know, the NBA young boy, and I tell people sometimes, like, I record the same song a million times. It's the same thing sometimes, you know. It's got the same formula, and I mean,
No,
that's
cool. Real.
And that's fine. Music is for everybody. You know, express yourself in the way you want to express yourself. If that's how you want to do it, then do it. Who cares, you know? But I'm doing this stuff for me, and I have songs, and I've made songs in the past where people have told me that it's touched them in ways like that I wasn't intending it for it, but that was one of the best feelings I've ever felt in my life, is when somebody did, you know, get something from my music.
They connected with it.
Yeah. And so, but as far as intentionally putting out a message, like this music that I make, you know, and it's nice to say, because the punk rock allows me to vocally, you know, say these are all things that go through my mind and things that allow me to express myself, and the message is in the music itself, and the message is how the listener interprets it itself.
It's subjective.
Yeah. However, like, the message is open ended for you to take it for what it is, you know. And I mean, I don't do music to make other people happy. I do it because I feel like I don't have it. I love it. Like I eat, sleep, drink. I'm thinking about music. I've missed out on vacations, you know, relationships and all this stuff because of music. It's a drug, and I mean,
it's addictive.
I tell people I've done damn near every drug under the sun. You know, that party lifestyle I have. I mean, I have
real rock star shit, ladies and gentlemen.
You know,
don't try this at home.
And there's no high that any drug can provide out there that is more addictive than, and more gratifying than music. There's something about, like, I know y'all make a song, and when that song's done, how many times do y'all listen to it?
Man, my daughter was like, "Why are you listening to this song?"
On repeat. When I send it to my sister, and I know she's about to listen to it, I gotta listen to it to pretend like I'm in her shoes.
See, you do. That's why I did it, because I gotta hear it in the ears of who I'm sitting.
Right, exactly.
That's real.
That's crazy.
But that's what it is. It's that gratification behind music. So when I do this stuff, it's for myself, and I say that as selflessly as possible, because, you know, it overjoys me when I hear that it's touched somebody in a way, because it's like, you know, that's the best compliment you can get.
Right.
Yeah.
No, as an artist, I definitely feel that, like, I've had songs that I've just made to, like, you know, because like you said, you don't have an option to make them. They just come, music comes, it comes from the sky, you make it. And then after you show it to someone and they're like, I really needed this in my life right now. Like, you don't understand, like, this helped me, like, stuff like that. And as a up and coming artist too, I haven't got like, 10 racks off of a show, or like, did like, major things to get money off of music. But like, that's worth more than anything. Like, and that has let me know, like, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. Like, and so I get that 100%. I literally, and I think those moments have like taught me why I make, like, I feel it as well. Like, I don't have an option to make music. It just naturally comes out of my body like sweat. So like, but at the same time, like, seeing people react to it like that let me know, like, oh shit, like, it's bigger than me. Like, even though I'm making this shit for myself, like, I there's people out there that are like, they don't have the ability to make music and get this feeling that I get myself, but like, they are searching for something. Like, they're searching for a feeling. And like, people it's a joke, like you said earlier, like, Phantom Fest is coming, like, as long as I don't blow my brains out before then, like, but like, real talk, there's people, like, it's real out here. Like, people go through real thoughts by themselves, and like, they're going through it. And I think the reason that I make music, if I had to sum it up, would be to bring, ultimately, like, one day the goal is, so like you said, tour shows everywhere, and like, bring these people together that are like needing something, and for me to be giving them that thing that they need. So like, that's the whole thing, is like, I'm doing it for myself, but I do it for like the people who like feel like alone, like nobody gets them, like, be talking about like, talking about stuff like, the moon like affects the ocean and we 80% water, but other people don't get that. They're like, I'll make it for the people who get that. Like, I make it, just the people who understand what I understand and whatnot, and to bring us all together. So yeah, I like where everybody's head is on that. And I mean, you got anything to add?
I was gonna ask, while y'all talking about that, like, so it's kind of like a two-question thing. Like, when do you feel like, with the industry going more towards independent artists, do you think that has changed, like, push artists to go back doing better quality music? And then also, how do y'all feel about that struggle when you go into finding your fan base? Because I think that's a lot of like stuff that's gonna happen, like within the city and stuff like that. Finding your circle of people and your fan base and stuff like that. And like, how you go about that? How does that feel?
I'm glad you asked that, because I kind of wanted to say something about when y'all. I've been working on my speech also, because like we saying trends and stuff. Saying certain words is a trend too, and so we always say test the market. In 2026, I'm not gonna test the market. I'm about to find my market, because like you saying, we all have a gift, and that's why my brand is being who you are. Just be yourself. And so when I go out there to find people, we're all magnets. Period. Like, we attract. You know what I'm saying? And you can attract anything into your life if you unaware. But if you if you're aware of it, then you know what you're attracting. So I'm just be myself, unapologetically be myself to the fullest, and not dim my light. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get a lot of hate, but I feel like Huntsville's different now, to where we have so much diversity that I can ignore the hate. It's not gonna be like 90% hate, and then I'd be like, oh my goodness, let me shrink. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or be like, you know what, fuck everybody. You know what I'm saying? I can still just be myself.
No, that's
you know
real.
what I'm saying? And then I will find those people that are like me, and that market I will find my market. And I don't care if it's just 1,000 people. You know what I'm saying? Like, what I think is, they said 1,000 people get $1,000 or some shit like that. You feel me? It's like,
No, I know what you mean. It doesn't take much, really.
and when you being yourself, this is the thing that I had to teach myself. It's like, if I feel this way, all these people in the world, don't you think somebody else feel like that? And you think it's just one other person in this world that feel like that? So there is a market for every single person. It's almost like we all can eat. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, there's plenty out here for us all.
There's plenty out. And then folks that are like so-called enlightened, all of them don't want to be. I don't have to be on front stage, center stage all the time. Some people want to be like, I'm good where I'm at. I just want my music to do whatever it do and stuff, so everybody can balance out. So I feel like, to answer your question too, the first one, I wouldn't necessarily say better music, but more naturally real music, not like more organic music, more like, and more diverse music. Because the top people on the top charts, they talented. You know what I'm saying? And you can't really say that music ain't fire. So even when you're being yourself, you still be like, okay, it gotta at least sound as good. It gotta compete with this or that. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't just say it's better, but I would say it's more natural and more something. We might hear a new genre that we never heard before, because someone can actually be themselves, mixed with a lot of different chemistry, instead of just being like, okay, you need blue, black, and yellow every single time. You know what I'm saying? They might, well, let me put a little pink in this. Let me put a little this. Well, let me throw a rock in there. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna do, and it seems like it's been headed like that already. Cause I've been in the hole, and I'm popped my head. I'm like, whoa, this is what the world look like now.
Right.
I'm like, what the hell? Where I been at? I thought I was, you know what I'm saying?
No, I
So
feel that.
for real. So now, so everything gonna be brand new for me too. That's what I like. So it's gonna be like I'm fresh coming out.
Nice. Yeah. I would say that for sure you're gonna get more organic, type of music, from people or whatnot. But then at the same time, it's like you're also gonna have those people like PR said, like there are always gonna be those people who are trying to be like the next young boy or like the next little baby. But then you're gonna have those other people on the contrast, which I think will become the majority that are like, this is about my life. Like this is what I'm coming from. This is my real experience, and things like that. And I think personally, like just like observing like rap music, like we do get that every year, but like it's not always the majority. And I think that is going to switch to that being the majority instead of like more so like like the industry type stuff or whatnot. So
you said about rap music?
Yeah, because I mean I just think that a lot of it, is like when you sign to a major, like they're like, I think Kanye said one time, like I think, well, he said it in Jesus Walks. He's like, I can talk about this, but if I talk about Jesus, my record won't get played.
Yeah.
It's like, they make you talk about certain things, like type shit. And it's like, we need more. I think they'll become the majority where people are talking about whatever the fuck they want to talk about instead of being like, okay, I'm going to listen to what you tell me to talk about.
And that's kind of what I was talking about when I was like certain artists. Like, I don't know if the ones on top, if they trying to make us do that too. Like, if they sign a contract and they be like, okay, yeah, I'm going to fall in line with y'all. Like, you know what I'm saying? Or if it's just like, that artist is really like that, and they just picked one out of it, that
right.
And the young boy, I feel like he's really like that. You know what I'm saying?
He's really like that. No, he's really like that.
He really like that.
Yeah.
It's something that you can look at and be like, you can feel it.
Yeah.
Feel music.
Oh yeah. And you can look up a lot of times a record. Yeah, there's a record that they have that you can see that they've been about some of the things that they've been talking about.
Oh yeah, the actual record.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Whereas a lot of people, it's like they talk about all this, and you look, and it's like straight suburbs home, never anything or whatnot. It's like, okay, yeah, probably not.
You gotta get more respect if you be yourself.
Always.
And you ain't gotta fight to keep an image up that ain't you.
Exactly. And that's why I applaud like all of us, because we're on that, I can see that clearly, and that's the artist who I side with. I don't knock any of the other artists or anything unless I'm on the track, then it is what it is. But like in general, like, I just cling to like the real more. But like everybody do what you got to do, because at the end of the day, if you feed in your family, that's what's up, man. Like, I ain't knocking that. That's why I'm in this, like, so that's what's up. But and along with what you're saying, like I will what was the exact question we said about finding your fan base?
Like, how do you feel, and like, how does that feel when you like finding your niche group of fans?
Right. I think it's more so just like I think the tides are shifting to where like those people are gonna like as you put in the work, those people are gonna naturally attract to you from the work that you're doing. And I think it'll get easier. I think it'll get easier for those people to attract as you're doing what you're, serving your purpose and doing the music that you're doing. Those specific people that cling to that certain type of music is always there. But like if there's this many billion people on the planet, like there's always going to be those people who feel like you out there enough to support what you're doing to keep it going. So like, for sure, it's just about like putting in that work, and then the people are going to naturally respond to what you're doing. You just got to keep putting it in, and, really don't stop and just keep taking it up. Pass it to you, PR. How do you feel about that?
So you had two parts to your question, and you spoke about quality. And I definitely agree. Like, people are creating more organic music, you said, and yeah, I totally agree with that. But as an engineer, I've got to speak on the quality part.
Of course you do.
And I mean, straight up, no, I don't think quality matters anymore. I don't think it does.
Really?
But it makes a difference. All right, so there is a catch-22 to that, because
catch-22.
I was like, okay.
I was trying not to like.
No, go ahead.
All right. So anyway, if you've got poor quality, or homemade, however you want, not industry standard, I would say you've got to have a badass song. You know, you've got to have a banger for it to like pop off. Quality to me does make a difference, but people are going to listen to just about whatever. If it's good music, it's good music. Um, but like for instance, you know, coming from me, I'm such a stickler about quality, and that's, you know, why I'm good at what I do. But one of my favorite artists to listen to is Freddie Dredd, and you know, his music. He's like, I think he popped off on TikTok for a second.
Okay, okay.
He's kind of like a 3/6 kind of
Okay,
sound,
okay.
and it's just like a new style. Like the bass is a whamma like yeah,
Whamma
and bro, and it's obviously like you gave me that bass, like I'd be like, all right, let's compress it a little bit, let's tame this bass a little bit, and the vocals, just everything about it is just like you it's bad quality,
Right.
but it wouldn't be Freddie Dredd without
If it
that
wasn't,
quality.
yeah.
That quality is, I don't know what it is about. It's gritty, it's raw, it's just like you know, and it's just that bass that just fucking hits like so. But with that being said, like, you know, it could be limiting to potential good songs out there, you know, and quality could limit the fact that that song is great, like it could pop off, but the quality could like hinder that, and so I think it's still important, but all in all, to sum it all together, I don't think quality is such a major concern anymore.
How do you think that, like, you have an understanding that it's not like quality isn't that much of a concern, but still, I guess, like, keep quality in mind to where, like, it matters. Like, you know, especially like if like let's say like, yeah, the majority of my catalog's like this, like it may be like I have like this thing where like you said, like, dude, not the best quality, but like, are you saying like with like if I have like a song and I'm like, yo, this is like probably one of the best songs I ever did, I should take the time out and like, even though the rest of my catalog is kind of like this because quality doesn't matter, it's like I should like take my time out and put the extra into this one, and like,
If you feel that way, then absolutely. And I mean, so demo fever, if no one knows what that is, or demoitis, so when people get attached to the demo before it gets mastered, or it gets like they don't like any updates because they've listened to this demo so much. And I've actually, man, I love you, Translee, but he's the worst I've ever worked with that has demo fever. And but yeah, exactly, yeah. And he probably is showing hope, you know, he's doing that to me too, because he's like, don't you dare change that track, you know. And but with that being said, you've got that version, and it doesn't hurt to get that industry one. You know, why not have both versions and compare the two? A lot of people don't think, you know, it's one or the other now. Like,
at least compare. You can at least try
like,
it.
Right, exactly. It doesn't hurt to try to, like, you know, get some shine. Like, I feel like a big limiting factor in quality, and it has everything to do with quality, but it doesn't, is the loudness of your track. If you're like, just that alone, if your track isn't loud, you know, someone has to crank their car up a little bit extra to turn it up. That is an illusion in itself, that it is not of good quality. It could be great quality, but the fact that it isn't loud is one of those hindrances. And there's a whole thing in the engineering community called the loudness wars, and I feel like it's kind of like coming to a close. Like, it's
the loudness wars.
The loudness wars. They were, you know, people were trying to make their music
the loudest.
To where it's like, is it worth, like, because to get your music loud, you have to do it right, or you sacrifice your quality. Some people just didn't care about the quality because they wanted it loud. Loudness was the most important thing over quality. But when you make something loud, you risk distortion. You risk losing your vocal. You get swallowed up by the music.
Right.
Something happens in the loudness, and if you don't do it properly, then you taint the song. And so something as little as volume or like, just loudness of your track, could limit listeners from paying attention to it or gathering. But at the same time, there's a thing called normalization, and that evens out tracks that are quieter with the ones that are louder. But and don't let me, man, I'm going down this rabbit hole.
No, we need it. I think it's good to see this. Yeah, this is nice. We as artists, we don't hear this information a lot.
Yeah. Well, so there's so many factors in loudness that you got to pay attention to. Music, essentially, I mean, just from the ground up. I mean, from the engineering standpoint, not the actual creative side of music, but as when you put in your headphones and you're listening to it, that's where it becomes an illusion. All engineering is from the jump is creating an illusion for the listener. You're working with, you've got a left and right headphone. You're working with essentially a 180-degree field of sound. So what that means is you can provide the illusion that something's far away, up close. The only thing with headphones that makes it difficult is providing the illusion something's behind you, or above or below. So you're on this flat plane. But how you fill up that plane of sound and how you do it properly can affect the loudness of your track or the quality of your track. So in engineering, loudness is measured in LUFS, LUFS, and by that number, you have target areas where you want to, how can I crunch in as much sound in this without ruining the quality of the track by making it loud? And that's where people mess up trying to make their songs loud. Now, if it's quiet and you can hear everything crystal clear, but the fact that it's quiet might sway somebody from listening to the song.
Right.
But if it's too loud and you don't know how to properly make it loud,
that also can sway someone.
Fill up that whole 100. You put everything dead center in the middle. Everything's hitting you out your nose. Yeah, you're not.
People don't want that either.
Yeah, well, you're not gonna. You're gonna lose the vocal. You're gonna. The bass is gonna distort the. So there's a proper balance to music and quality that can factor in a listener's attention, I think, if that makes sense, if I said that right.
Yeah, it does.
But like an orchestra, like they don't have all the instruments in a single file line.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
just play
right.
like that. They're spread out.
Yeah, and that's one little factor in creating the volume and interaction with the music. So, if you don't know how to properly balance and do all that, you risk the fact of losing quality over volume. And so like there's a whole balance behind it. And so what's the question here? Do you risk quality for volume, or do you get volume over quality? And where's that fine line to catch a listener's attention? And at back to the normalization, what normalizing means is just if a track's quieter, it'll make it, the Spotify or Apple Music will make it louder. If your track's too loud or whatever, it just puts everything on an even plane. But it doesn't mean that it's gonna, like I said, it's an illusion. What sounds loud to you won't sound loud to me.
Right. Right.
It's all yeah. So, just to kind of, stop going down this, spiel. Like I said, it does to me, like the fact that there's certain compensations for it. Quality doesn't necessarily make or break, like, the potential for an artist to pop off. But I think you have a higher, if to get people's attention, you have a higher chance. If just, you want quality's there for a reason. We love what we do for a reason,
Right.
When I went to engineers that was like good, like you, and other folks like that, they started saying I was better. I was like, I'm the same artist, same music, but I had different quality, that they could hear different. That illusion was different. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
So then they was like, because I had one song that one person heard already, and then they heard it again once I went. I was like, yeah, so I went and got this song done or whatever. And I guess they forgot they heard it. It was like, man, when'd you do this song? This is amazing, man.
Mm-hmm.
Your skills has gotten so raw. I was like, yo, this song was like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
It's like I didn't get better. I'm the same person.
Right.
It's just the mixing and the mastering part of it was better. So it caught. And then once I understood that psychology, that's when I was like, okay, I want all my. I mean, I already wanted it to sound the best already, but I was like, I want all of my stuff to be crisp. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So some stuff like.
And some people
I
won't
just
take
want
you
it like this,
seriously.
you know?
They like the rock community. Like, yeah, you can get grungy with it, but like if you don't sound like the mainstream artists out here, and you're acting like it, you're making music
Yeah.
like it. Some people won't take you seriously if it doesn't match. Like, he's an amateur. Like, I ain't gonna take you
Right,
That's
seriously.
what
right.
it's yeah.
And that'll kind of like
Yeah,
make
really
them
good.
even just like from just like a little bit of seeing you just turn their head and not even listen to the rest of it.
Facts.
Until you do get good, and then they're like, "Oh, I like that dude from the
Right.
jump."
I loved him the whole time.
Right, yeah.
No, that's real.
But quick shout out to Sound on the Hill because in Huntsville, like
Mhm.
I don't know if I was in a pond, you know what I'm saying? And so the only places I was performing at, we was ratchet. So then I had to cater my music. Like I make music like that. You feel me? It was a part of me, but there still was other music I made too. And I like, man, I ain't got nowhere to perform this at. You feel me? And stuff. So like,
Yeah, you can't perform that at the ratchet place.
yeah, exactly.
They ain't trying to hear all that.
They gonna look at you sideways, and then it's gonna they gonna bring the ratchet out of me, cause like you know what I'm saying. So then it's like whatever. So boom, something happened, and then I was like, after COVID, I looked up, and that's when I started finding y'all, and I was like, yo, I can do some of these songs that I just been smoking and listening to myself. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't even play when folks get in the car. I don't even play it for them. You feel me? Like, but I was like, yo, so. I think some of them, I wanted the folks to hear my lyrics, you know what I'm saying? So I would do like my songs without the beats, and I would just say my song.
Yeah.
So they can actually hear that I got lyrics, and I did that starting at y'all spot. And that's when I fell in love with Sound on the Hill, because I was like, diversity, thank you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it was y'all helped bring a market that was a little different in Huntsville, you know what I'm saying?
No, yeah, for sure. I feel the same way too, because I was performing at Club 47, some rough places, and yeah, like I would still perform my shit there. That was
That's
like
what
different.
I respected you for.
And
too.
they
Like, when I seen you-
like I would just get a large percent of the crowd. You could always just see be like, what is this nigga do? Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But you have those couple people that come in like, I like that. That was different. I like that. And it's like, that always like kept me going. But it was nice to be able to, like you said, like with Sound on the Hill, like everybody just be like, y'all fuck with that. That was
Yeah,
dope.
exactly.
Like, and that was different. So shout out to Sound on the Hill, man. For real. But I guess one of the last things I wanted to speak about was like just the Huntsville music scene in general. Like how do y'all feel about it currently, and do you have any like takes on it or like opinions about it, or just your 2 cents about it and how you feel about it and how you feel like it's complimenting you as an artist and how it's helped you out and things of that nature. So go ahead, JReaLa.
Well, like I said, we finally growing. I've been saying for a long time, like 10 years ago. It's been 10 years. Well, I think 2026 it'll be 11 years. So like it's been 10 years since I moved to Atlanta and I made all the connects I had. And so I feel like, that's a milestone. It's been a decade. So now it's time to get back to like what I was doing there and do it here. And like they always was saying, you can't make it in Huntsville. And I don't know what type of vision or delusion or whatever I had, you know what I'm saying? And I really don't want to call that delusion. I can call some other things delusion. I just had insight. And I was saying Rocket City gonna blow, bro. And I just felt it and I knew something. And so like now the music scene is like, it's amazing. You feel me? Because I really don't know what happened. I'm over here at Blue Mars. I forgot what it's called, but it was like once every last Wednesday of the month they was performing at this place close to Stovehouse and stuff. And they had
Mars Music Hall.
And they have a freaking live band out there for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause last thing I'm not good at reaching out. I talk a lot and stuff, and people like, yeah, he's extrovert as fuck, but I'm really introvert. You feel me? Like,
right, it's an illusion. You think
whatever,
that?
yeah.
You think that?
Whatever they be creating new words all the time, so I'm something that's in between both of them.
No, I seen that. I'm that too. No, I seen that new one. They just discovered that. I'm with you. I don't know what the exact word is, but I'm. Yeah, no,
Yeah,
it's
like
not.
that,
Yeah, it's not an
yeah.
introvert and it's not an extrovert, but it's in the middle, and it's like both of them. I forget.
Introvert.
Huh?
Yeah,
Extroverted, introvert.
That's really what it is.
It's gone. It's all the way gone.
If I'm not around, I got to be comfortable, and I can read the room quick. Some people are so extroverted, it don't matter where they at, they gonna be talking and this and that. When I go to the club, sometimes I have to be drunk. I'm like, bro, I got.
If not, you're gonna be
can't be
posted
by
up at the wall,
Yeah,
and
and
just
then I'm
it
gonna
is
feel weird and awkward.
right.
So if I'm like, I go to the bathroom, you better stay right there, because when I'm coming back, I don't want to feel no type of way looking around. But once that liquor get in, then it's different.
You turning up.
But like that's who I am. So it's like, but like the scene is so different because there, and it's like I can go there by myself. because the vibe is different. I'm not on guard, like looking around like, okay, I have to swing on somebody. I talk to that girl and somebody might be hating. I'm not on guard. You know what I'm saying? I could just be myself and just let my guards down and perform and actually get love. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of different venues and a lot of freaking different spots. I mean, a lot of places to perform at. And I'm like, I need to sit down one day and get a book and write it down. Okay, this place on this day, this place on that day, this place on this. And because it's
smart.
too much because I take pride in my memory and I'm smart. You know what I'm saying? But now there's a point where it's like some things you need to write down because it's so much information.
Right.
And it's so many, it's like, oh, dang, I forgot that, especially when you're dealing with people pulling you left and right. But like y'all's was the first one I seen that was like black, that was different, diverse, you know, because I had my little spot. And that's where we met at? Is that how we met when I had the club downtown?
I think so, but I forget what it was.
Yeah, because I was doing one night I had rock night, one night I had all genres, then one was hip hop, and then it kind of got shut down. But I was like everybody be yourself type stuff. See, that's what I don't want to say it was at Robin's Garden.
Oh my God!
It might have been that one.
Okay.
Because it was someone I yeah.
And stuff like that.
Yeah.
It was when we used to do what do we call it? It was up mic type of thing. We used to do at Robin's Garden. We had featured artists and stuff like that. But it was dope. Now that you unlock that whole memory, he's right. So imagine folks like performing trap, then we go to R&B,
yep,
and then we do poetry, all at Robin's Garden, where everybody drinking wine and stuff like that. It'd be a nice vibe.
Right, yeah, and that's not, it really was different because nobody else offered that. Nobody, not. I'll say specifically, like not a black collective offered that, where you could go in there and just do everything, you know. But
like we have poetry places, like, and it was older folks too, like
right, you know, you get in there as a young dude, you're like, oh, everybody 40,
yeah,
you know. So I get it. No, you want to. It was the first younger. No shots to anybody who's older. No, like when you young and you show up in a building and everybody 20 plus, it's just like, I don't know if they gonna feel this.
25 and up, I used to be like, man, 25 and up club. Who wants to, you know what I'm saying? That was old. Like,
we ain't there no more.
No, sir.
No shots.
Actually, after shout out to the coach CC the poet just got from him. After that, we kind of definitely just realized like that's our superpower, for real. And we didn't realize it until recently. I know that's probably like crazy for everybody to hear, but like I was telling you, like where everybody from the team is from, and what everybody does and stuff like that. Like CC did a post after it showed like what everybody did. That was my first time really like going through the group and like team members being like, we got a collective, we got videographers, we got actors, we have cooks, we have bartenders, we have mechanics essentially, we got producers, we got songwriters, we got jewelers, set design,
everything.
Pretty much everything that you would need.
All that, like, and we never, the stuff that we do comes so naturally. Like he always saying, like, I just get up in the morning to just go ahead and do it and handle it because that's what comes out of it. And that's kind of like where we usually come from. Like we sit on FaceTime. I sit on FaceTime with CC and Aria, Keanu, Alicia, throughout the day, just from Kiki and stuff like that. But then it usually goes to, I want to do this, and it comes from like a random idea off the head and let's be on a group FaceTime to like, oh, we're doing an event. Because that's honestly where Aria's Bonfire is getting from. Keanu's literary link up. That's where that came from. Nick's Freestyle Friday. We got, I don't know if y'all saw we bringing spoken shirts.
Yeah, I did see that.
And we're doing something different because, you know, I work at bartending CPS. So Marvin there, he has his own catering, Mellow Chef Catering, and he's doing his own food. So it's going to be like a whole 3-course dinner while a lot of poets are going on.
Oh, nice.
That's fine.
That's what's up. Everybody in the city tune into that.
Wow.
Yeah, y'all go check that out for real.
So, but all those things you literally just started out from us kicking and talking and then being like, oh, we actually had a research to put that together. Let's try to put it together.
Nice. That's what's up.
Y'all did.
I like that. You got any takes on the Huntsville music scene, PR?
Man, like I said, I was in the shadows for 3 years, I think. 3 years, and so I'm just now emerging. And you know, I've kind of.
Your music sounds like you're emerging from the shadows.
Does it?
I'm just blasting.
What does that mean?
No, you gotta listen to it. You gotta listen to it. You gotta go check it out.
Check it out. I don't know if I should feel insulted or not.
No. It was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, now
Yeah,
I
there you
feel
go.
something. There you go. All right, my dude. Yeah, okay. All right. I'm playing. Man, so like, yeah, I've been kind of like low key and like just so I hear what I'm gathering is from other people. Like it's not like first person witnessed. So I can't really like give my own direct opinion on that. I just know it's doing good. Like I see what's on social media. I see people turning up. I see people like doing great things. I see some upset people about this, but I see people like succeeding, haters, you know. But what that tells me is that it's lit. It's alive. It's exactly what it should be doing. It's moving. You know, and you know, and so.
What? I don't think.
Was that how my hand was doing?
No. He said it's something to grasp, like you know.
Oh
and then
yeah.
that's what he said.
This dude. Okay.
He came up.
He got real dark with it.
Yeah, he got a little dark with it. Hopefully in a positive sense. Real talk. That's what's up. No, that was a good answer to PR. I feel that, and I would say too, like it's probably better than it ever has been. And I am with you as well. Like I'm emerging from the shadows as well. So no shots. Like, but
I mean, that's like calling so like you tell someone you look interesting.
It's like, whoa, what do you mean by that? No, I feel that. Yeah. No, I get that. No, but seeing it from where I'm seeing it is like it's just in the best place that it has been, and you know the opportunity's there for everybody. You know, you just gotta basically take advantage of it, and I like what everybody's doing out there. It's dope. I don't like what everybody's doing. But I like what most people are doing out there, and it's dope. And I think that you know everybody just keep it up. Like this in the scene is doing dope shit, and we need more of it. So if you're thinking about it, like you are in the shadows, emerge, like I said, and you just keep doing dope shit and put more shit out there. And I think that people should take notes from Sound on the Hill. How I said there's so many different people that are in one thing, and more people should come together that are from different backgrounds, and people should stop being so just because you're in a group doesn't mean you can't fuck with other people. So everybody fuck with everybody and collab and come together and just be dope like we are in this city. So yeah, that's what's up, man. But man, I appreciate y'all for coming by, man, for real. And it's really good chopping it up with y'all because y'all are, I know you don't do music like that, but I respect you for coming. But like y'all two are like some of like my favorite artists in the city for real. And I just really respect what y'all do, man.
Yeah, we recognize real.
Yeah, real talk. Yeah, no doubt. And I'm looking. I'll hey, it ain't like. No, don't leave me hanging, cuz. It ain't like that. It ain't like that.
And you too.
No. I'm excited. I only say that because I am a little more tuned into their music, and I like you said, they're just ushering you to get out there more so right now. So I do look forward to hearing more of the stuff you put out. And what I did see though of recently when you are on there with that was dope as hell. Yeah, for sure.
At the end of the day, we all artists. Even the chef is an artist, you know what I'm saying? So I put different arts out there. That's an art form too. You feel me? Like they used to call me instigator when I was like, no. I was like, I guess so. But yeah, it was always my mouthpiece. But yeah, so we all artists up there.
Yeah, dude, no, thanks for inviting us out.
Yeah, for sure.
Love it, bro.
Yeah, no doubt. Thank y'all for coming. Hey, man. Y'all just keep up the dope work, man.
Hey, yeah.
But we out.
That's it. It's a wrap.
I was not trying to throw shots at either one of y'all. I'm sorry.
My sister actually called me out on it. She's like, you have to work on yourself. Nobody can tell.
One of those straight face.
Yeah. And so I thought when